Welcome to your mini coaching session. Today is going to be on the topic of feeling guilty for taking care of yourself. If that is a statement that you identify with sometimes or often or maybe most of the time, put the word I inside the comment section right now if you ever feel guilty taking care of yourself. So do you ever have that opportunity to feel in the day that you're broken? That you're like, I'm broken. I'm broken from meeting everybody else's needs. I'm broken from taking care of everyone, from holding the weight of the world on my shoulder and taking care of everyone except for myself. I know that feeling all too well. At least from the past, I know that feeling all too well. And then there are the times, many of us sometimes make an attempt to go, okay, let me take care of myself. And now all of a sudden, I know in the past, at least, I was feeling guilty that I was doing something wrong, that I was hurting other people, or other people are all of a sudden disappointed in me. So I personally identify as an empath or a highly sensitive person, and I embrace that now. But in the past, before I embraced that, this idea of feeling guilty and like I was being selfish to take care of myself, it was absolutely horrible. It literally broke me on a health-wise, it broke me, relationship-wise, it broke me, friendship-wise, it broke me, fulfillment-wise, it broke me. And this whole time in my life, I mean, literally from the time I was 8 years old, I was like, ooh, I want to help people, enjoy life. And here I was not enjoying life because I was like Atlas with the weight of the world on my shoulder. And so I want to teach you what I learned to do over time, and that was to build a habit. I know that sounds simplistic, but it's to build a habit. Now, I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about you. I'm just sharing my story as a way for you to see yourself. And so what I did was I built habits, and I want you to start finding ways to build the habits too. I want you to build the habit to do the things that meet your needs. Even if it's 5 minutes a day before you, I can't, there's too many things to do, there's not enough money, I gotta work, I got children, I got family. I hear you, my friends. But for right now, start building a habit to meet your needs, even if it's 5 more minutes a day. Microdose having your needs met. So I'm gonna teach you how to start. This is the path that I had to learn. And it sounds so simplistic, but until you actually sit down, because I want you to have a pad and paper to write some stuff down, to take some notes while doing this, because you're going to start and you're going to go, oh, you know what, there might be another way to answer that question. So step one, identify the real need, right? The need is not I need a bubble bath or I need a new pair of shoes, unless of course your shoes are broken, your feet hurt, and you need something to make your feet not feel so uncomfortable. I just want to go buy a pair of new shoes. Your need is not I want a friend or a partner that listens to me more. Your need is not $1 million, right? My question for you is, what is those things that you think you want? What do they represent? What is the true need? What's the real need? So what does a bubble bath represent? For some of us, it's like, oh, time to not think so much, right? What does buying a new pair of shoes represent? I want to feel confident. And these are generalized statements, by the way, right? Instead of a friend or partner to be a different than they are now, right? What is the need? I want to be surrounded by people that love me and share my values. It's not $1 million you need, unless actually there's something you want to buy that's $1 million. Well, then it is $1 million. But many people, when they say, I just wish I had $1 million, it's an arbitrary number. What's the real need? I want to have more long-term stability to pay the bills. And notice these are short-term needs that add up to long-term abilities to show up for the world. And I want to just say this because some of you are like, I don't know what I need. Great. Slow down, take some time, and I want you to write a journal prompt that starts with the words, what I really need is. And just write for 10 minutes. Set a timer for 10 minutes and see what comes up. All right, so step one, identify the need. Step two, identify realistic ways to start meeting those identified needs. So find real ways to do it. And this really requires STFDing, slowing the fun down-ing, right? Maybe that means time to not think, I don't know, a 20-minute walk later today with the phone on Do Not Disturb. Now, you might say, I can't do that. Okay, this is just a practice. And practice is presence, so let's come in the room together. I want to feel confident. All right, man, how do I start? Well, all right, let me set a meeting with my coach or my therapist or my psychologist or my counselor, to talk about what's scaring me most. All right, I want to be around people that love and share my values. Let me schedule a conversation today with somebody that I know does love me and share my values, and just say, I just need to talk, right? I need long-term stability financially. All right, a lot of things I could do. I could open up a bank account, whatever, but maybe you don't know what to do. So let me strategize with a financially successful family member or friend on ways that I could have more than 1 month of expenses in the checking account or whatever your immediate desire is. So, right, 1, identify the need. 2, identify what can meet that need in the short term. And 3, check this one out, carve out the time to meet that need. Literally carve out time to engage in true action. Literally put something on your calendar or your day planner, whatever it is that you use. I'm not going to walk you through that. You can do that one on your own. But 4, and here's the one where I find a lot of people in the Gratitude Slam and in the Life on Your Terms community and those who take the negative thinking detox challenges or come to the positive mindset retreats often say. And that's, well, I don't want to hurt people. Well, there's people that expect so much of me. I get that. And as The Little Prince says in the book, The Little Prince, you become responsible forever for what you have tamed. Actually, that wasn't the Little Prince that said it. It was the fox that said that, but that's neither here or there. That's just me wanting to make sure I quote the book right. You become responsible forever for what you have tamed. So step 4 is be responsible. And this is where a large amount of the guilt came in for me, and I know for a lot of the people that are in my care as a coach. And this is the big thing for many highly empathic people. It still is for me too, even to this day. I want to be responsible. I don't want to let people down, right? And so here's my question for you. Is there anyone that you feel responsible to tell what you're going to do? Hey, I'm going to turn my phone off for 20 minutes while I take a walk. And also the why I'm going to do it, because I'm just so used to answering so much throughout the day. I just want to get used to having a few minutes a day where I'm not checking the phone every 5 minutes. So I want at least a 20-minute block. So I want to make sure you knew what I was doing, right? To be responsible and let people know, why is there a behavioral change, right? Let your coworkers know, hey, I'm going to take the walk. Let your coach or therapist or confidant know, like, hey, I want to talk out what's scaring me right now because I want to feel more confident right now, and I just want to walk through this tangle in my mind. Look, if you want to start living a life on your terms, you've got to start meeting your own needs. You can't have one without the other, right? You can't give to others what you don't give to yourself. And so if you're trying to care for others and care for others and care for others, but you're giving yourself nada, nothing, nilch, well, of course you feel like crap. Of course you feel burnt out. I remember those days really well. Which means when you do take the time to care for yourself, you'll be able to show up for those around you more than ever. As a servant leader myself, many of you I know identify as servant leaders. Take care of this so that you can have so much left over to take care of others. Okay, and now, let me say this now. At first you may feel guilty. I know I sure did. You might even you might get the big D word, disappointment. You may end up disappointing other people, but that's going to happen when you meet your own needs. But in order to meet other people's needs and meet other people where they are, you've got to make sure you've got some time carved out for you. And what will happen over time is you will build the habit of going, hey, I'm telling you this, I recognize that every time I take care of me, I can take care of others more. So here's what I want you to do. If you haven't already done the exercise, want you to rewatch the video and do the exercise IRT in real time. So pause me, or not pause it, pause it as you're going and write out the exercise. Now, if you did do the exercise, put your answer or put what you want to share with the group inside the comment section now. Or do the exercise and put what you'd like to share with the group in the comment section, like some of the outcome and the results you got from the exercise. And go back and like, love, and heart other people. There's always support around this topic available to you. You just have to be willing to ask for that help. In fact, this topic, I understand, is more complex than just this short 12-minute video or whatever the length of it is. So if you'd like me personally to help you more around this topic of meeting your needs without feeling as much guilt, because I'm on the other side of the fence, I don't feel the guilt anymore. In fact, my phone is on Do Not Disturb right now. I'm holding an upcoming free negative thinking detox challenge, a 5-day challenge. In the past, I used to do 3. So even if you've done it before, you can do it again. Just sign up at negativethinkingdetox.com. Now, if that's not something that interests you as much, do the exercise, take action, and move right now. I am your positive mindset and self-leadership coach. My name is Michael Ian Cedar. It's a pleasure being here with you. Ichigo Ichie.